Let's see here. Turn my camera around so you can see me. Might be surprised if I can't turn this around. Let's see here. Maybe I just have to do it like this. This is our yard. Needs work here and there. Beautiful day out today. Gonna show you our field, our yard, our mess. It gets cleaned up as we go. We're gonna have a big garden this year and fill my pantry, which I'll have videos of that as well, of canning food, freezing food, and whatever I can do with it. I'll be selling things at the farmers market in Emporia, Kansas, Americus, Kansas, and Opie, Kansas. So if you live in that area and you want fresh produce that's probably healthier for you than the food you get from the store, look me up. Kansas Misfit is my name if you need to look me up on the internet, on YouTube. Here's the garden so far. I hooked up the water hose to water the garden I have planted, but it's frozen, so maybe it'll thaw out today. I planted 6 rows of potatoes here. In the tires, I have different things growing. I have herbs. I have chamomile tea, or chamomile flowers, which I'm making tea out of. I'll show that video as well. In the buckets over there, I have potatoes as well. So when they're done, all you do is dump them out, and you don't have to worry about all the extra digging and less weeds. I love it. After the 6 rows of potatoes, I have 2 rows of iceberg lettuce that I'm hoping it turns into head lettuce. And these 2 sticks here divide the spinach, kale, and lettuce, mixed lettuce for salads. Then I have on this first row of fencing, I have King Tuck peas. It's King Tuck purple peas. Here's what it looks like, the packet I planted. King Tuck purple peas from Baker's Creek. Never tried it. Gonna give it a try this year and see how it turns out. I have 3 rows of 7 tomato cages. No tomatoes are in it yet. It's too early to plant, but I have them getting ready. So when the tomatoes are ready, I can put them in. And here's where I'm gonna plant my onions. The road that I made, I got a little ditch, sort of like in between. That's where you walk, where my husband walks, because he always walks wherever he wants. So I made him a row he can walk on in those little ditches. I'll plant onions here, and then that's pretty much what I'm probably gonna get done today. But the rest of the garden is throughout here, all the way back. And then over on the other side, I'll have corn when we plant it. We'll have corn, and we'll have watermelon, cantaloupe, all those viney things, because I'm going to put them around the edges. That's what those tubs are. Put them around the edges of the field. So you have to excuse my husband. He started his truck for some reason. But we're going to take these tubs and grow the viney things to help keep the raccoons out of the corn. Every year the corn seems to be destroyed from raccoons, but we're not giving up. We'll figure out the trick that it takes to make it work. This is a huge garden. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep the weeds out. Every year I fight weeds. But I'm sharing my garden with you guys on YouTube. You can see the progress, and If I'm lazy, you can see that too. I can't really work on a real job because I have a really bad back and bones that move around in my feet. It hurts too much. But we have these tubs here, and we're going to fix the viney plants around the edges of this field where we're going to have the corn. And in between the corn, we're going to have pole things that grow up. And maybe they'll grow up the corn. That'll help keep the raccoons out of the corn. Anyway, that's all I pretty much have for today. I do have this white. When we bought it, it was supposed to be a greenhouse. I thought it was too small for a greenhouse, so I put chicken wire around it and put chickens in it so they could eat the weeds and bugs outside. And it didn't work because they just piled up in the corner on top of each other until they broke the netting right here, down here in the corner someplace. They broke it until they all got out. So we're going to fix it up. I'm going to grow plants that climb. Probably cucumbers are going to be growing on this when I get this grass around it and inside of it out so that the weeds won't be in the way. Then I can grow my cucumbers up that. But that's pretty much it for today. There's my husband in his truck. Anyway, I guess I'll say ta-ta until the next time. You can see how much progress I have in the garden. Ta-ta for now.